Hello, everybody. This is Stan The DayZ Sniper bringing you, I believe, episode 3 of the How a 5,000 Hour DayZ Sniper Thinks. Today we're going to be talking about some topics in regards to movement, regularly changing positions, using height to your advantage, pace changing, and some of the differences between bolt action and semi-auto. I'm probably going to do a separate video just highlighting the differences of semi-auto and bolt action sniper rifles and give you kind of the pros and cons list, but we're going to kind of touch on it today as part of this video. So we're at South Comp near the 2 offices, and I'm actually going to get shot at here. I've been looking around, haven't really seen a lot of action, and there's the guy at the top of the office building. I'm at a distinct disadvantage, and we're going to try and work on that as we move through this fight. He has shot up top, which has brought zombies to my location, so I'm going to have to deal with that before changing positions. I had an EpiPen so that I don't stop running because of my stamina bar in the lower left being very low. At this point, there's no real point to shooting suppressed. He already knows we're here. So we are going to try and create some space. I'm going to go into the A3 and try and shoot from a different position. In hindsight, he probably knows I'm going through this building because he hears the zombies and everything. So he knows that I've moved, and he knows that I probably moved this way. Now we're going to try and take a shot on this guy. In all actuality, this is probably the only mistake that I make through this part of the engagement. Because he already knows I'm there. I can see him in third person looking at my window. And there he is. I get lucky. He shoots my gun, which absorbs a lot of the bullets. I don't even go down to 75 health. So at this point, he knows I'm here. It's time to move positions again. Changing positions in DayZ as a solo is probably more important than your aim. Especially when you're a solo, you can shoot and move rather quickly as opposed to if you were on a team. And because you're a solo, you also have the benefit of knowing that everybody around you is an enemy, so you don't have to worry about crouch checks or anything like that. But movement's important. I would recommend that at most you take 3 shots, or whatever it takes to, if you knock a person, whatever it takes to kill the person after you knock them is how often you should stay there before moving. Definitely in between kills, try to move as much as you can. So now we're actually going to go to the radio tower, the red and white tower on the south end of South Comp. This is a high-risk move because of the openness of the radio tower. However, I have found that it works in certain situations, especially when a team doesn't really know where you are. These guys are literally looking anywhere else than the radio tower, and you're going to see that here in a minute. Yeah, just being unpredictable as a sniper, as a DayZ player in general, you always want to be where they're not looking. It gives you a huge advantage long term. So we're going to actually go up the radio tower. Good thing about the radio tower is once you get about halfway up the first set of ladder, the trees do a pretty good job of hiding you. There's the guy looking the other way. So you're clear up to the next rung above the trees. So like right here, that's where he starts to not be able to see me. If you can make it to this point, you're pretty well covered until you actually get to the firing position, which we're going to show you in a minute. And now we're at our firing position for the office. This is actually the only building where you can actually see the roof of the offices. And we're going to take our time, take the shot. That shot hits. It probably hits him in the arm. And now he doesn't know where we are. Gonna put the bottle suppressor on. The bottle suppressor gun on the AKM. Take the second shot, and he's done. So while I'm shooting suppressed shots, I'm not really worried about changing position. These guys are far enough away to where they're not going to hear my gun crack necessarily. But yeah, dead guy. So understanding verticality is very important. Understanding your situation is very important. Like in that situation, it could have gone completely different. If they had looked south at the radio tower, I'd be dead. But they didn't, so there we go. So here we are, we're at the top of office, we're peeking over the side, looking at the guy's dead body. If you're a solo, camping the body of a person that you've killed when you know there's another player is a great strategy to get the other guy to leave. Because either he's going to leave his friend's body and get out of the area, or he's going to flop on the guy's body to at least take the stuff off the body so it doesn't despawn. It's a very viable strategy for clearing out these types of situations. It's a strategy that I use in this situation. So there he is, comes into view. We're going to take our time because he's probably going to sit on that body for a while. And shot in the head, he's done. So yeah, just bear in mind, get height advantage when you can, move around a lot, and play to your strengths. Positioning in this game can also make up for anything you lack in terms of skill in regards to actually shooting your gun. Having good positioning can mean that maybe you fire your first shot and miss, but you can get over that because he still hasn't seen you. So this next clip's going to highlight the differences in the pros and cons of bolt action versus semi-auto sniper rifles. I have a Savannah in this case, and there's a guy peeking. I get the shot off. I actually hit him in the blaze. Now, if I'm solo, this becomes a huge problem because I've got to chamber around and come off scope every time. Whereas if I had a DMR or a VSD or even an SKS with a PU scope, I could have a quick follow-up shot. So be aware, you want to put yourself in situations where your weaponry can give you the greatest advantage. Where in this situation, it really doesn't. However, I've got a teammate in this situation to cover me, and he does a really good job there. So be aware, tailor your PvP moments to your kit and the situation. And this is another example of the very same thing. So this is another fight, and we've got two guys squirting out the back of the top T office building in South Comp. Now, these guys are pushing me. Again, I have the same Savannah. There comes a point in time where I'm going to have to switch to a KAM. I hold off and I pop the guy in the back. So he's knocked. But I can't finish that guy. I don't have enough time. The other guy's probably going to be on me in less than 5 seconds. So I take the opportunity, we reset the fight, we back up, and we wait. Because that guy doesn't really know what my loadout is. I kind of see him in the field sneaking around, so I'm going to toss a grenade. Don't underestimate grenades in this game. They can really change a fight. Even if it moves a guy off of you, the grenade does its purpose. There's more to it than just killing somebody with a grenade in this game. They're great psychological weapons. Nobody likes to get blown up. So there's the guy. He's going to push my right and actually get a shot on me. And this is just a part of DayZ where you can't position any better, and you just got to hope that your aim's better than his. And in this particular situation, my aim was better than his. Just bear in mind, if you can fall back, move back, and just be aware of your situation because the situation's changing. Retreating to a new location is the easiest way to reset a fight and get your advantage with a sniper rifle back. Because the closer he gets, the less of an advantage you have. And the more his advantage is going to come into play because he's probably got an AR or something close up. That's the whole reason he's probably pushing you in the first place. Okay, this is going to be the last clip for this this video. So I know I've got a guy in ATC, and I'm using the ladder to climb out. Now, really and truly, you probably shouldn't use the ladder to climb up, given that you're exposed while you're on the ladder. And even if they don't kill you, the fall will kill you if you're knocked and you're high enough. I'm pushing this guy from the ladder, more than likely because the stairs basically are it's a fatal funnel. The guy can peek me from behind the doorway and spray me before I really have a chance to react. So we're going to get to the top of the ladder. We're going to look at the top from third person. We're going to look down and see as much as we can see. And then we're going to come down. There's the guy. Didn't really expect him to be there. Expect him to be on the door. But I think what saved me here is the environment. Rain does make a sound, and it's a pretty loud freaking sound. So, bear in mind, using the sounds of DayZ to your advantage can make the difference in any sort of fight. So that's going to do it for this episode of the 5,000 hour tutorial series. My next one will more than likely be on the differences between semi-auto and bolt-action rifles, which one you should equip, and maybe why you should carry two. If you like this content, you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing to my channel. I don't know how long this series is going to go, but I have a lot of ideas, so stay tuned for those. Shout out to It's Maverick, Sab to Riches, GBaby717, Amej or Alex, Alex, Beaver Cleaver 69, and others for helping me make this content. And thank you guys for watching.